How wonderful it is for one to take a step forward and replenish oneself with an everlasting zest for life. This is an extraordinary step, for one has never stepped in this space before. It is not what one thinks a step forward means. It is more like taking on a new walkway, a walkway that has never been seen before, because one has not been able to see it. And the reason why one has not been able to see it is because they are in tune to a different beat. So when one walks with a different beat to their step, this becomes a new walkway. One can choose many beats, as they can be lively or filled with a downbeat. So the beat is all up to you. What does one want to hear as they take their steps in life? Because the connection with the hearing and the planting of one's foot on the earth coordinates with the very vibration one will receive. So if one is pounding their foot with a noise that reverberates the anguish one feels, then this is the energy one will receive back to them. On the other hand, if their foot is placed in the steps of one whom they wish to follow because their deeds outweighed their fallings, then they will be assured to follow in those footsteps. We are talking about ones who have come to this plane, this earth, that have used their footsteps to trample upon the earth with such goodness, and they have left a mark in all of humanity. You might think that they were the only ones, but there were many of you that have come here to do just that. Their mark on this planet gave humanity a giant step for each one to come into and fill their shoes inside the chosen one's shoes. This means that theirs were a replica for all to follow in their footsteps. Now, ones may think that this is way too big for them to even compare themselves with those you are told that were chosen. But they do wish for you to know that we all are chosen. We are chosen to be the ones who glorify this earth just with our presence. Nothing more is needed. There is nothing to sustain, for our lives do not depend on anything more than our own glorification from Source. How beautiful they tell us that our lives are blessed, and we share the same beautiful attributes that we look up to in them. All that is ever known to them is that we see this in ourselves. That is all they want for us. So let their messages stand clear for each to know that the energy that abounds the earth with the love and support, especially right now, but has always been here, resides in the remembrance of their legacy. The true knowing is that their legacy is yours. Each strand of our being is intertwined with another. So how could a legacy be separate from oneself and represent something that is not yours? This will become familiar to one more and more when the energetic masters fill our souls with what has been lost. That missing piece will become more evident as time goes on. For what is to be seen is actually what will be felt. The feeling of the master is you. That feeling will reverberate in every cell of your body. That feeling will remind one over and over again of who you are. That feeling will be underlying every deed that you step forward with. A letter of recommendation will come forth, revising all the wording that is not abiding by the laws of the universe. This will come shortly to change one's stance in life.